Hello, my dears. My name is Joanna, and I welcome you to Johanna Taconis, the Deconstruction of C-PTSD podcast. In this episode, we will talk about how your living environment affects you, a topic I only slightly brushed over in the last episode, as it also belongs there. This topic, though, is big enough on its own, so we can fully focus on it. So let us talk about it. I once again apologize for the delay. It is sadly out of my control. But at least there are strong signs that it is looking better. So I hope for the best. We talked last week about finding yourself at the bottom again, which is often reflected by our surrounding, especially our place where we live. And often at rock bottom, it is most likely a mess. Similar to a lot of different things, our place of living is a reflection of us. It basically is a reflection of who you are and in what state you are in. Generally speaking, of course. It is also one of the earliest ways your brain signals you that something is wrong. The topic of the effect of our home on us would go beyond one episode. But to keep things simple, our place is a representation of us, or in some cases, how we want to be viewed. If you are in conflict with your own place, then something should probably change. We decorate the place to increase our happiness and to take care of ourselves. Improving our home is sort of an act of self-care. Beauty gives our brain happiness. So, to each their own. Similar how a messy surrounding might bother us. Or not. Why is important? So look around. And what do you see? The feedback can be helpful. It shows us if we are sad, losing control, have it all together, went a bit over our head, not sure what we want, and so on. Within limitations, of course. It can also be twisted to be harmful, which is why we first talk about how this feedback can be turned into a trap, and then what you can do about it, and be it by yourself or with help from others. The feedback from the environment can also turn into a trap, either causing a depression or the depression using the environment against us, or the like. Whatever it is, it can twist the rather useful and positive feature to a punishment. Suddenly, it reflects our worth and who we truly are. And it makes the mess or chaos or whatever is wrong bigger out than it is meant to be. Usually, realistically speaking, the problems in our environment can be fixed in a few hours to a few days, depending how much productive time we can use. So, from a neutral point of view, that is hardly a challenge. And most definitely not an unbeatable hill. Yes, it might take time and longer than you first thought, but it is still very doable. So it is clearly not the work that is stopping you, but your brain. And this is now maybe in a very destructive loop or vicious circle. You are depressed and can clean up your surrounding. The messy surrounding makes you depressed, which means you can do even less, and so on. A messy environment can drain your energy and make doing basic things, like cooking for example, even harder. And so the pile grows bigger and bigger. A truly vicious circle affecting many things. So, what can be done? Being aware of this is one of the most important steps and can be such a help and relief. Getting help from others is always great, but just not always a realistic option. We go now through what others, others, and you can do. Others. They can help you clean up your environment, or help support you with it. Be it getting stuff you need to clean up, be there to talk, be supportive in a cheerleader way, or whatever helps. The help is incredibly helpful, no matter if physical or not. Either. What either can do is remove you from the environment for a bit for a chance of a reset. That can be via conversation, a short trip, or taking a holiday. That can all be done with the help of others or by yourself. Decorating to lift the spirit is great too. You. The most important thing you can do is slow down and recover. Make a priority list with what has to be done. Then try to focus on a few things if you can. But focus primarily on gathering energy and recovery. And in all cases, create a happy corner for yourself, be it with the help of music, videos, reading, fandom, friends, community of whatever kind, or just that brings you happiness. Doesn't have to be literally a corner, just a happy corner in your life you can retreat to, which is one of the most important things to have to get through life in general, which is why I mention it rather a lot. Preferable are multiple sources of happy corners, in case one gets tainted. But that is another topic for another time. That was it for today's episode. I hope you found it helpful. Hope you are safe and well. And, as always, if you have any questions or feedback and the like, please let me know at contactme@johannatakonis.com. More information and transcript you can find, as usually, under johannatakonis.com/podcast/. Information regarding therapy you can find under johannatakonis.com/therapy/, and links are in the description. I hope to see you next time. Watch yourself and have a wonderful time.